So I'm going to go over the calendar system and the schedule system. I have disabled the schedule right now for first part of this example, so there's not too much printing on screen, and we can just focus one thing at a time. So I can click play. You're going to see I have this printout here. I have a calendar time task. I called it Earth. You get a year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds, and your time rate. And down here you can, for testing, you can change the time rate. So I speed it up. You can see your 3 days are in here. So, but there is more than 3 days in a month. But there's like your 3 days in a week. If that makes sense. That's just optional. That's how I decided to set it up. And then you also have the same thing with the months. 2 months, and you have your year. Now I'm showing here you can put a negative and things flow backwards. So year goes down, the month goes down, day goes down. Just an example. Here I have the calendar time task notification class blueprint. So just type in here. Right here, nope, right there. I already created one. So there's nothing in there really. But you do get all these events. So I'm just going to delete this one so how you can get to them. So you just override, click override, and they'll all be in a list if they're not created. You get your calendar task ID. We'll talk about that later. So you know what calendar made it. So we're going to see every minute I should get a hello. There it is, hello. Alright, so you have that for all different things, month, year, second day, hour. So now I'm going to go over how the calendar is set up. So I am a calendar asset. I haven't added it to the custom assets, so it is minute date asset right now. So you create it like this for right now. So right there, a data set. And you have your calendar. And the reason I have this Earth calendar here. You can have more than one calendar. Let's say you have a different year system. Just as an example, like a Underworld, Pirate Underworld, or something like the Afterlife, kind of like what Sea of Thieves had, that little area. You can have its own calendar system, days and years and whatnot. That's just an example. You don't have to do it, but I want a possibility to be there. So it has a name Earth. Year, I just put a suffix. Month, August, and Barbosa. I couldn't really think of anything. And then you get how many days are in a month. Then you have your days. So here's your 3 days. You get how many hours in a day, how long is a minute, and how long is a second. You can use this if you wanted to do whatever. And then you have your timestamp, starting timestamp. What's the date? Basically what the game starts at. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. So this is the game mode. So the reason I move around like that, I don't have no middle mouse click button. Anyway, I got my calendar subsystem and I'm registering this data asset to be used. You can have more than one asset if you want. They will work together. Then I'm creating a calendar task Earth, the Earth calendar. And then notify class, I have it set to that blueprint. Right here. So you see notifier class, and it's the blueprint I created with the minutes and whatnot. And then here I create the UI. So here's the basic UI widget I'm going to go over. I just have a editable text box, and I use a calendar system function to set the time rate. So you can do that anytime you want during the game. Maybe if you're in like a main area, time stops moving. They do that in a lot of games. Next I'm going to go over the schedule now. I'm going to enable it. So part of the calendar system still, I have get a schedule task. I'm using the Earth calendar and a schedule task called Jack. So Jack has a full schedule for 3 days. So right now he's chilling. It's about right before noon. So he's going to be chilling for a bit. I sped up time. So he's going to want to eat very soon. So he's going to eat. And then he's going to go back to chilling. Then he wants to sleep. It's the next day already. So he's pretty lazy, so he only works 1 day a week. So he gets up, he eats, he chills again. And he eats again. Just basically he doesn't do anything. Alright, so it's a day where he actually works, so he's sleeping. So he gets up to eat at home. Then at 9 o'clock, he goes to work, and then he wants to work at work. So for a few hours he's going to be working. Then he gets a break for 2 hours. Then he goes back to work. And then he home and he wants to eat at home. Gets a few hours to get there and whatever prep. Then he chills, then he sleeps again. And it repeats. That seems like a very complex schedule, but it's not. It's pretty simple setup. So I have these tasks. So Jack, schedule is Jack and tasks. So here, work, the first one. And then have a day. So you have your day condition and you have your type of condition. So you can either put in 1 day or you can put an array of days. This will affect. So let's say, okay, so it's this day and our condition is between 9 and 12. It's going to want to do this. Then we'll go to work break. Same thing. Oh, why am I going so fast? So work break, same thing, but 13 through 14. Work again. There's no way to set conditions based on multiple sets of hours, so I just set it up like this, like prior and after two different sets of ranges. So this is how I just overcame that problem. It's not a big deal. So work again, 15 through 17. Oh, by the way, this is all in military time. So, but we can write a converter so it's like AM, PM, or whatever, however you want it. So now eat. So those are his 3 work tasks, basically. Now we go to home, and the way this works is it's going to try to do the first tasks on the top first to bottom. So whichever passes first, it will want to do it. So keep that in mind here. So next he wants to eat. Now there is no day condition because he wants to do it every day. And this is basically breakfast, so it's between 6 and 8. Time to make dinner, breakfast and eat it, whatnot. And you can do minute conditions too, but I don't hate myself, I don't want to do that. But I added the option. Then home and chill between 9 to 16. So again, no day condition set because it's whatever, it's every day. And then home and eat again. This is basically dinner. No day condition. To 17 through 19. Hours 17, 19. And then sleep is no conditions anywhere because remember it's going to try to do all these tasks first. So if there's no tasks, then he's just going to sleep. So yep. If you have any questions, you can let me know. So, like I said, this example might be a little complex because you got a lot of days, but it's still 3 days of the week and whatnot, like how you wanted. But I think it could be cool if there's some simple date. I don't know. But anyway, you can have things happening on certain days of the month or something. I don't even know. That's up to you or not. But